Welcome to yet another episode of Kilimo Diaries. I am Sheila Chelang.
And I'm MC Jaffe.
And this week we are at Tendo Apiaries.
This episode is sweet, honey, because it's all about beekeeping.
But Jaffe, it's not just about honey. There's so much more to it, and we'll get to hear it from our model farmer of the week, Mr. Peter Mbugua.
Mr. Mbugua, tutenda hivi?
Welcome to Tendo Apiaries. You need some proper protection.
All right.
Here you are, Sheila.
Thank you.
Let's go get some honey.
Let's go.
Hey, Sheila, uogopi nyuki? Wewe.
Must say that was the most thrilling adventure, and I am so proud of myself. Mbona uliniacha?
Unataka kunishukishia gangster boy? That's what you're trying to do.
All right, let's talk to our model farmer of the week, Peter Mbugua. Peter, how did I do?
You did well. You are actually very brave.
Yes.
I hope you didn't get sting, though one or two things is good for you.
Yes.
Yep, it's good for your health.
Why bees bro? Mbona nyuki? Unajua kuna watu wanashangaa, wengine wanaenda kwa kuku, wengine wanaenda kwa maziwa. Wewe ukaamua tu ni nyuki. Why?
Bees have a profound impact on the society actually, from the environment. It is said 70% of the food we eat is pollinated by bees. Like you've seen the apiary down there, those avocados are very productive because of pollination. And every farm, especially with the fruit trees or with anything that flowers, should have bees for pollination. That's number one. Number two, bees produce a lot of natural products. Most of us know just about honey only. There are a lot of other products that bees give, so there's a very big impact on the economy also.
That's interesting. I know it will not be an animal you would decide.
Oh yeah, I will not venture into that.
Okay.
Unlike other farming activities, bees are actually not so involving. They're not involving, you don't have to be involved with them every day. Of course, there is no activity that does not have some level of management. But for bees, it's a bit minimal. Like vitu kama kuku, where you cannot even do anything.
Okay. Sasa bro, tumezunguka huko chini, tumeona hives and everything. Ukianzisha kwamba this is what I want to do. Do you even consider the type of forage around ndo uweze kusema kwamba this is the perfect site that mimi nataka kuweka?
Yes, there are factors that we consider when we are doing what we call siting. Siting, that is setting up an apiary. Actually, even our customers, when they buy bees from our workshop at Ruaka, we have to visit the farm, look at the farm and select a site where we install them. The factors we consider like proximity to the road, or public facilities, because you don't want your bees attacking people. Then noise. Ndio umeona kama tumeweka kule chini mahali quiet kule kwa miti, alafu they also need water, karibu maji kuwe karibu. Hapo chini umeona kuna mto hapo chini. So those are the factors that we consider. Wind direction is also a very, very important factor. And actually most of the entrances, if you noticed, most of them are facing southeast. We don't install them facing direct wind juu upepo inaleta baridi ndani ya mzinga. Then again, we also consider shade. We don't put them under too much shade. If you put them under too much shade, the bees are less active. Ukiweka tena chini ya miti, you may find humidity inside the beehive, which is not good for the colony.
Okay.
Yes.
How about the climatical condition of the site? Do you consider as well, unasema kwamba climate hii place inakaa hivi?
For instance, this place is very cold. So does it mean it's good for the bees? Does it mean that a place that is very hot cannot handle bees?
Bees will thrive in, let's say, 90% of the country, as long as there is forage. Actually, that's the basic requirement, forage first. These are cold area, like you can see. And bees are thriving. We have apiaries in places like Inagop, and they are thriving. And again, we also have apiaries in hot places like Marsabit, Isiolo, West Pokot, where our farmers are, our outgrowers are. and they also do very well. The hive you see here is quite insulated. We use a 1-inch thick timber, okay? So it is well insulated against any cold and against any excess heat.
All right, so let's go to now the hives. Are there types of hives that exist, and what do you use here on your apiary?
Like you've seen in our apiary, we have 2 different types of hives. We have the Langstroth beehive, which is this one. Okay, the Langstroth beehive is what we call the modern beehive. The Langstroth has 2 components, the brood box and the super box. Like I showed you down there, the brood stage is restricted to this bottom box. Then we have a queen excluder that prevents the queen from laying in the honey super, the box that the bees store the honey. All the bees you see outside here, we call them foragers. They are female bees. They are smaller than the queen, so they are able to pass through the queen excluder to come and store honey in the honey super. So when we are harvesting, we remove these combs. Of course, when it's already packed with honey, we put in the honey extractor and spin them. So once you spin, the honey will come out leaving the comb. Okay? So the bees are able to reuse that comb instead of building new comb. So in that case, you can have this behave about 3 or 4 times in a year, because they are using the same comb. They are not going back to zero to build new comb. Unlike the Kenya Toba hive, the long one that you saw, whereby you have to cut off the comb, but the bees go back to zero to build new comb.
Ni nini ile essential equipment unasema kwamba when you're starting an apiary, this is what you need to have?
The basic equipment that you need is a beehive. Okay. This is a factory. This is where the magic happens. Okay, without a beehive, you don't have bees, you don't have colonies, you don't have a product, because they are the bees that make the product. Okay, the basic item is a beehive. From the beehive, you need protective gear, what we are wearing. Okay, like you've seen down there, bees can be aggressive at times.
Oh yes.
When you are going to roam them, they don't yes. they don't store the honey for us. We actually rob some of it from them, so they have to protect the honey. That is the storage. So you need a bee suit, a proper bee suit. You need a smoker, somewhere around here. You need a hive tool and a bee brush.
Kuna mtu ambaye ana watch sasa Peter anashangaa, sasa nishaamua 10 ama nimeshaamua 20. How do you decide on spacing on it?
Spacing depends on the kind of space you have, availability of space. Okay, we don't distribute them so far because of management. We want them close together. But actually, at space of about 3 feet from one hive to the other, that is adequate. But if you have space, you can distribute them, but not too far. Because basically what you need is your working space around them. Okay?
And even as you create that space around them, the direction of the wind. Kwa sababu saa zingine wakitoka hivi, do you decide kwamba wanafaa kuface hivi so that wakiendea forage wanakuja kuingia straight? Entrance. How do you decide on the entrance?
Entrance. Every bee knows it's hive. So it will always go back to where it came from.
Okay.
Okay. Unless now you place them too close, they do something we call drifting. That is a bee entering at the wrong hive. But if you've noticed, our bees are painted different colors. So if you don't have a lot of space and they need to be very close together, you can paint them different colors. So that the hives, yes. So it helps the bee identify its own hive much more easily.
Or they can identify?
Yes.
Now, are there predators? Are they prone to any predators around? Kidogo wakulu ama wanda wana attack?
Yeah, they are predators actually. Let me say pests. Bee pest, what you call bee pest. The first pest being a human being, you know. Thieves.
Tunataka asali.
Then there's the honey badger. In some areas here we don't have that problem, but in some of our apiaries have that problem with honey badger. But we have to prevent the honey badger. Either you fence the apiary, ama uweke kwa stud kwa juu kidogo.
Just like you've done.
Yeah, just like you've done. Then there are sugar ants. The moment they detect that honey, they will climb there like, to get the honey out. But then our studs, if you noticed, they have a small tray where we put some oil or even water to prevent them from climbing up.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So on a slide.
Alafu tena kuna siafu. But then with that tray, the ants are not able to climb up to the honey.
So for someone who's starting out and maybe in their area hakuna bees, I don't know if it's a possibility that kuna area ambazo hakuna bees. What would you recommend buying a colony ama ajaribu tu kukacha hata mbili tatu?
It is very, very difficult to have an area without bees actually. What the problem usually is maybe bad equipment, substandard equipment, or wrong attractant. You don't just put a box there without an attractant and expect the bees to come. But with this product here, there is lemongrass oil somewhere. These are very, very effective bee attractants because it mimics the pheromones bees release when the bees are swarming. They already release scouts, okay, to look for a new nest. That's why because a beehive, that's why you see them entering even people's houses, ceilings, chimneys and such. Once you apply this lure, we call it a swarm lure, to lure the swarms. The swarm is like ukiona zimeshika huku juu looking for a new nest. This lure mimics the pheromones they release when they found a new site, nesting site. So they go communicate to the swarm, wamepata mahali pa kunest. So now they'll come to the bee. It's a very effective swarm lure. Okay. Yes.
But is it also a possibility to just say come to an apiary like this and say I want to buy?
And you can come with split colonies. We also do split colonies because actually, like you said, empty hives is a big challenge in the industry, especially because of habitat loss, overuse of pesticides. You know, when people spray indiscriminately, killing harmful insects like bees, as they try to eradicate the aphids and such. So a lot of bees are getting decimated by harmful chemicals.
Oh, okay.
You have to keep inspecting your hives once in a while, maybe once a month. Okay. Look at any signs of disease, though we don't have that here. Okay. If there are any pests, if there are any challenges with pests, you deal with them. We have mechanisms to deal with the pests. Okay. If they are weak colonies, you're also able to boost the weak colonies so that they are able to protect themselves. Strong colonies are actually kind of maintenance free. They are able to defend the hive very well from, apart from, of course, not from the badger, from the ants, from the wax moth, which is a major challenge. Yeah, so we are able to strengthen the weak colonies by, remember what I showed you, the brood I showed you, we can introduce that to a weaker colony, so the bees will emerge as part of that colony.
All right. Yes. We have so much more, Peter. Asante for taking us through the hives and the bees.
Yes.
But we are up for our first commercial break. When we will be back, we'll have so much more. Do not go too far. Keep it TV 47.